Bonus.
1, 2, 3. Good
morning.
afternoon, teacher.
Wilhelm.
Good morning, students. Good morning. It's actually good afternoon already. Yeah, we are in the afternoon.
Good afternoon, student. Okay. I want to know about who joined our class. Are you ready?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 10. When you join our class, you can say present. When you don't join, you can say somebody can say absent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. 10 absent, right? I did. Asia. Asia.
ครับ
Present. Can you say present?
present
Thank you. Hugo. Hugo. Okay. Achi. Achi. Okay. Achi don't join. Okay. Chulong. Chulong. Next. Parikan. Parikan. Puha. Puha. Next. Nephew. Nephew. Okay. Nephew. เจ้านาย เจ้านาย Can you hear me?
to make you know.
เจ้านาย Can you say present?
อะไรนะครับ
Can you say present when you join our class?เจ้านาย
yes
Present. Yes, thank you. เป๊ะ เป๊ะ ก้อย
present
Thank you. Boom. Boom. Boom absent, right? Okay. Grape.
Present.
Thank you. Yolk.
Present.
Thank you. Úc Ý.
Present.
Thank you. ฟ้าใส ฟ้าใส
Present.
are you here?
Present.
Okay. ไข่มุก
Present.
บัว
present
จีน
Present.
ใบบัว
Present.
Thank you ข้าวหอม
Present.
Thank you โบนัส
Present.
Thank you ข้าวหอม again right
Present.
Okay หุยเล้ง
present
Thank you ใบตอง ใบตอง idea
Present.
and the last ข้าวกล้อง
Present.
Okay thank you student and turn on your camera please Okay
Hey students, welcome back to another mathematics class. As we all know, we are currently busy with triangles and the different types of triangles. So please turn on your cameras. Also, if I ask a question, let's see if we can get everyone to join and speak with me. And also, if you don't know, please ask questions. You are allowed to ask as many questions as you want, and I will answer them. Okay. So I'm going to just quickly skip through the first couple we did. And I just want to stop here just to quickly go through because we need to know all the important concepts of triangles and what makes a triangle and how do we use it. So first, what we did last week, I will go through it again so that we understand and give us a little bit more information. So first, we look at the triangle on the right-hand side, and we also see that they give us some information which says BC is the base. So the base of our triangle is going to be at the bottom, and we're going to use that base to calculate the angles and the name of the angles of the base triangle. Okay, so the base is BC, which means all angles that are attached to BC will be baseline angles. So angle B and angle C here are the baseline. Okay, how do we write angles? The name of them, we have 3 letters. The first one here is A, then we go to B, and then to C. So A, B, C. But we must always remember that the angle needs a little roof over its head. Okay, the same for C, A, B, C, and we put A, C, B, we put a little roof there. Okay, so if you look at the apex is always on the opposite side of the triangle. And the apex in this situation is number A. So the angle here. So this base angle we can write also in 2 ways. We can start with at the bottom with C, going to A, then to B. So it's C, A, B, like the one at the bottom here. Remember the little roof over its head. And we can also go from B all the way to A and then down to C to give us BAC. Okay, for apex. Now we've done this, so it's not new. So I'm going to go quite fast. If I'm going too fast, please stop me and say, teacher, I don't understand, so I can explain again. Okay. And then the adjacent sides is the sides that are attached to the apex and the base. So it's attached to the apex and the base. And here we see we have 2 of them. We have 2 of them. We have the one that's touching B and A and the one that's touching C and A. So here we see when we write the name of lines, we don't use a roof over them. We just put a line above them. So here we have BA and here we have CA, which is our 2 adjacent sides. Okay. Is everyone still with me? Do you still understand? Yes? No? Happy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very good, very good. The next part, today we're going to look at something new. We're going to look at the height or altitude of a triangle. Now, in your test, the teacher can ask you 2 ways, 2 different ways. They can ask you firstly, what is the height of the triangle? And secondly, they can ask you, what is the altitude of the triangle? Is there a difference between them? Is there a difference between height and altitude? Who wants to guess? Yes or no?
For me, I think no.
No.
Different.
Yes, bonus, excellent. There's no difference, no difference. Height and altitude is the same. Is the same. Very good. So in our book, they have a short explanation for us here. Let's quickly read what they say. The height or altitude of a triangle is the line drawn from the apex, which is perpendicular to the base or the extended base. What does that mean? Perpendicular. Does anyone know what that word means? Perpendicular. Anyone want to try and guess what that word means? Let me show you a short, quick example. If we have a line at the bottom here, let's say this line is AE. This line is AE. If we are asked to draw a perpendicular line, which means a line that meets at 90 degrees, we will draw a line like this. And then this line, which might be, let's put it as DF, is perpendicular, which means it is exactly 90 degrees. Sorry, it's exactly 90 degrees. So you have one line going up straight, and you have one line going across, and they meet at a perpendicular angle. A perpendicular angle means 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Okay. So when we are asked to calculate the base, the height or altitude, we look at the base, and this example, we'll color it in pink. The base is CB, because the information tells us here the base equals CB. Let me just quickly erase the rest here. So if we have the base and we know where the apex is A. So now we know the base and the apex. So we can find out what the height is by drawing a line from the apex to the base. But when it gets to the base, it has to form a perpendicular angle, which is 90 degrees here. And then when we're finished with that, we can just simply grab a ruler, and then measure the base. Measure the height in centimeters. We measure it in centimeters. So it sounds very complicated. Let us do some examples to show you how we can do it. First things first, we have to also look at some instruments we use when we calculate triangles and work with triangles. So let's quickly see if you guys know what these are. The first one, what do we call this over here?
Ruler.
It is a ruler. Excellent. Good job. What about the one on top here? That is an interesting one.
A protractor.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Protractor. Well done. I thought I would catch you with that one, but that is excellent. And the last one we're going to look at, what we might be able to use, is the one at the bottom. Here, where you can put a pencil inside to draw certain circle or angles. Put a pencil in here. What do we call this one? Starts with a C. Let's see. We have a friend that we need to save. So let's see if we can save him. Anyone give me a letter? Give me a letter, anyone?
Student, can you try?
Let's see.
A.
A?
A.
Are you sure? Okay, I'll give you the A. Very good. Very good.
Good.
Next one, give me a letter.
E.
Again, please.
E.
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 E. Unfortunately, we do not have an E.
O.
Oh no. Teacher is losing. Teacher is losing.
S.
S. Oh, you guys are too smart. You are catching me here. Excellent, excellent. Two more, two more.
N.
N. Unfortunately, teacher is winning this one. Pam, pam, pam. What is the brother of N? What is N's brother?
M.
M. Yes, M. M is the brother of N. Yes. Last one. Who knows? Who knows?
P.
Yes. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent idea. P. A compass. This is called a compass. Now we use the compass to draw certain circular pictures for us to work from. So today we save our friend. And what does he say? Thank you for saving me. Good job, you guys. So we have a compass. That's the last one we're going to look at. Okay, so these are the instruments we can use when we want to work with triangles. Because in the next couple of lessons, we will also look at measuring the angles, and today's one as well. So I have my big protractor here to show you an example. And we'll do some other calculations first on the height of the triangle. So here we have to look at the height. Let's see if we understand what they are asking. So firstly, the book, I've looked at the books and I'm not very happy about some of the pictures because the pictures are not drawn to scale. So some of the angles that we'll draw will not be 90 degrees, but we'll just have to do with what we have currently. So for example, first one, are we ready? Yes, yes, yes. Are we ready? Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's do it, let's do it. Time for mathematics, nice. So the first one here, when we want to calculate the height of the triangle or the altitude, we first have to find the base. Once we find the base, we can find the apex and we can find the height or altitude. So firstly, let's read here. KS is chosen as the base. Okay, so here they are very nice and they give us the base. I always draw on my paper with a different color, the baseline, so I can know which one I'm going to work with so that I do not make mistakes. Remember, any small mistake we make costs us marks, and we want to get full marks and get 100%. So once we have the base, we have to go to the apex and we have to draw a line perpendicular, meaning 90 degrees to the base. So let's draw that line now. So from T, which is the apex, we draw a line which is perpendicular to the base. Meaning you can see here, it forms 90-degree angle. Now, once we've drawn the line, we can grab our ruler and measure that orange line. Now, I can't show you how I can measure it now, but I'll show you an example in a little bit. So let's do number one together, and then I ask you to help me with the rest. So number one, let's see. First, we find the what?
Base.
The base. What is our base for number one?
MT.
MT. Excellent, excellent. MT. So we draw a line with a different color, so we know. Where's the apex? You can see where's the apex.
What?
Apex is which letter?
R.
R. Yes, excellent, excellent. Let me change the color, make it orange. R. So now we have the apex. So now we have to draw a line perpendicular. How do we do that? You might ask me. We use this one. Our protractor, we use this one. So if we want to draw a line that's 90 degrees, we have a paper with a line we put the protractor on the paper, and this paper is a bit short. I'll turn it upside down because this is a big protractor. So we took a line and we draw a line at the bottom here and one at the top, which is 90 degrees. So if we have our triangle, like on number 1, we put our bottom side of the protractor on the purple line. We put it on the purple line, and then we find the 90-degree angle, and we have to align that with the apex. But like I said, it will not be 100% correct because the angles on the triangles they give us is not good. So first things first, so we have to draw a line. So find an area where it's close to 90 degrees and we draw our line. This line is our height. Height or altitude. Height or altitude. Let me just grab my book here. Can anyone measure that line for me and tell me how long it is? Number 1, how long is that line? For number 1 on page 11. On page 11, number 1. Can anyone draw that line and tell me what is the distance in centimeters, the height or altitude?
It is 2.5.
It is plus minus 2.5 what? Millimeter, kilometer,
Centimeters.
centimeters. Excellent, centimeters. But oh, that's a bit too big. But we'll have some of them that are a little bit different, that we'll have to think outside the box. So let's have a look. Number 2, they tell us, they give us the apex for this one. What is the apex for number 2? They give it to us.
OBJ.
OBJ. So which angle is the apex? Angle number B. Angle B. Why is it the apex? Because it has a small roof over its head. So it means this whole angle is angle B, which is the apex. So if we know the apex, we also know where is the baseline. We also know where is the baseline. The baseline is on the opposite side of the apex. So here we have the baseline, OJ. So now we have OJ, we want the altitude. We want the altitude. So we draw a line from B all the way to OJ. Try and get 90-degree angle, but this one I know is a little bit difficult. And once we draw the line, we calculate it. So you can tell me, how long is that line? How long?
4.7 centimeters.
Again, please.
4.7 centimeters.
4.7 centimeters. That is close to correct. Yes. Plus minus. I'll put plus minus because everyone might differ with a centimeter here or there. But that is correct. That is correct. But let's look at number 3. Number 3 is a little bit different. And this is where it can get a little bit tricky. So it's important to listen carefully now. So which angle is the apex angle for number 3?
SRP.
SRP. So our apex angle is R. We know that our apex will be R. Where is our baseline then? Our baseline is SP. Do you agree? SP. Opposite. Remember, the baseline must always touch the apex. So S and R are touching, P and R are touching. So that is our baseline. Now, as you can see, it is impossible to draw a line straight through the apex to get to 90 degrees. You see there, it's impossible. Oh goodness, sorry, I made a mistake. So we draw it to here, but where can we find 90 degrees? We cannot inside here. So what is our next option? Our next option is to make the triangle extended. We make the triangle extended by doing what? We draw this line further. We draw this line further. Now we are allowed to do this. So this is called the extended base. So we make the base larger so that we can take the apex and draw a line 90 degrees to the base. And now this line over here is the one we are going to measure. That one over there is the one we are going to measure. Let's see how long is that line? How many centimeters will that line be? Anybody, how long is that line?
2.8 centimeters.
2.8 centimeters. Excellent. 2.8 centimeters. If you get 2.7 or 2.9 or you're close to that answer, good job. Our measurement will not always be 100% because the picture is not drawn perfectly. So 2.8 centimeters thereabout is excellent. Okay. So now for the next one, we're looking at number 4. Now this one is quite simple. So let's quickly go there and see. They give us the base, MN. So our apex is angle C. Angle C. Angle S, sorry, angle S. Where did I come on with C? So to draw the base, to find out what this angle is, and to find the height, we have to draw a line that goes 90 degrees to the baseline. And we measure that line, which we just drew. Yeah. Okay. How long is that line? How high is our triangle?
3.3 centimeters.
Approximately 3.3 centimeters. Excellent. Good job. Good job. Good job, everyone. So far, so good. So that's going to be our height for that one. And the last one, again, is a little bit tricky. So let's see. The apex, they tell us, they don't give us the base, they give us the apex, P, G, C. So P is the one baseline, G is the apex, and C is the other baseline. So if we have the apex, we know what our baseline is. What do you think we're going to do with this one? Where are we going to draw our orange line to calculate the height? Let's see. If I take the orange line and I place it on the G, is there any point between these 2 points where I can form a 90-degree angle between my baseline and my apex? No, we cannot. So that means we cannot use the inside of the triangle. We have to think outside the box, and we draw our line straight up here. Boom. Then we take our baseline and we make sure we draw our baseline also straight across here. Now you can see a beautiful 90-degree angle forming here. 90 degrees. Now we measure the length of that triangle. Oh, sorry, of that line. We measure the length of that line. Does anyone know what the length of that line is?
I got 2 point.
2 point?
I got 2.1.
2.1 centimeters. That sounds correct to me. Anything close to 2.1 is 100% correct. Okay, 100% correct. So this is just an introduction to how to calculate the height or the altitude. We always have to think and make sure we follow the rules. And our rules are, it has to be perpendicular, which means at 90 degrees. At 90 degrees. Very important, like we can see here, at 90 degrees. And we also put it in centimeters. We can also ask millimeters, but in today's lesson, only about centimeters. Next time, when we have class on Friday, we're going to look at the different types of triangles, where we have the equilateral triangle, all equal sized, the isosceles triangles with 2 equal sides, and a scalene triangle with no equal sides. And we're also going to look at our right angle triangle, our acute triangle, and our obtuse triangle. Okay, but that is for Friday. Today we look at the height of the triangle. Okay, so can anyone tell me what did we do today? What did we do today?
You know how to measure the height of a triangle or
Excellent.
the altitude.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes,
Bonus.
really good.
Good job, excellent. To calculate the height and the altitude, they are the same. So if you have any questions, because some of them are a little bit tricky, you can always ask me. If you don't want to ask me in class, you can always contact me on my line ID in the line group as well, if you want me to explain. So I do extra explanations if you want, and I also prepare some extra work. So it's also a thing that you can use if you want to know something more. Okay, so if you guys want to play a quick game of rock, paper, scissors before we end, now is the time to turn on all your cameras and get yourself ready to compete against teacher. Who's going to beat the teacher today?
Student, turn on your camera, please. Okay.
We have 1.5 minutes left. So if you want to play, it's now the time.
Are you ready?
Yes. Yes. I'm always ready. Okay.
Ready. I am ready.
Remember, it's on 1, 2, 3, then we shoot. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh, who beat teacher? Oh, bonus beat teacher. Jonah beat teacher. Unlucky idea. William beat teacher and great beat teacher. Congratulations, all of you. Well done. Today you are better than the teacher. So I hope you guys learned something new today and had some fun. I'll see you guys again on Friday. So have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you on Friday.
Bye-bye. Have a good
Thank you.